students, today we will start with dimensional analysis. The first chapter is physical world and measurement, and in that we are taking three topics mainly: dimensional analysis, error analysis, and the concept of significant figures. So while coming to dimensional analysis, the first topic, when you have started the measurement, then class 6, then if every measurement include two basic important parts. Number one is magnitude and second one is the unit. Magnitude tells us the digit. Like for example, if we are writing the length of a given line is 10 centimeter, then 10 is called the magnitude and centimeter is called the unit. Now unit is very important because it decides the standard for measuring a given quantity. So whenever we have to measure any quantity, we have to decide the standard, and standard maintains the uniformity. Like for example, whenever you study about any language, like English language, there are 26 alphabets. That's similarly in maths also you are having digits and specific symbols for that. So you cannot write 2 and say it is 3. So there are certain sets of rules and regulations which we have to follow. Same way we are saying that while doing the measurements also, we are having the standards for different quantities. So it means if we are using any quantity, we have to decide the standard for that particular quantity. Now you can recall from class 6 or before that, when you have started studying science or physics specifically, then we have discussed about many quantities, like you can say distance, displacement, speed, velocity, then acceleration, force, pressure, mass, time, temperature. So many quantities are there and many more which you haven't studied till date and you will study in class 11. So if we have to learn about the standard for that, that will be a very tedious process. So it is like the situation, if you have to go somewhere and you have to carry only one bag, then we have to take the important things only. And if we are filling that with unnecessary material, then it will create the problem for us in future. Same way we are saying in our mind also or in our daily life also, we are having a certain sets of rules and regulations or limitations. So we cannot decide so many standards. So we have taken the concepts of fundamental and derived units. So before coming to that, we are saying the standard is basically a unit, whatever we are saying. That is like for example, we say for length is meter. So it is basically the standard for measuring the length. And standard wise we say कि in the international lab we are having a rod of platinum iridium and we say कि length of that rod is 1 meter. So different, you can say representative of different countries are going to that lab and they are by comparison only they are making their own standard, and that is there. Like for example in national labs, so like in India also the same, the replica of that means platinum iridium rod only is there in the National Science Lab also. So whenever they have to make the scale, they simply compare it with that. So similarly, we are having a sphere of platinum iridium in International Lab and we say the mass of that sphere is 1 kg. Now that they are going to change in the definitions of these units, but that in class 11 we have to study about the original definitions only. So that way we are saying, when you study about any quantity, like for example when you have done acceleration in say class 9, then we know acceleration is given by change in velocity upon time. Velocity is, you can say velocity or speed basically is distance upon time. Distance, so if we are knowing the unit of distance and unit of time, then we can calculate the unit of velocity and unit of acceleration also. Same way, so that's why we are saying if we are knowing the units or standards of three basic quantities of mechanics like length, mass and time, then we can calculate the units of different quantities of mechanics by applying the formula. Because whenever we study about a quantity, we study about the formula also. Like for example, if you are studying force, then before starting that, you know the formula F is m into A. Yeah, F is delta P upon delta T. P is momentum and momentum is given by m into V. So we are not leaving any quantity by studying the name only. So that's why these basic quantities which are important for a particular field like length, mass and time, they are called the fundamental quantities of mechanics. Similarly for thermodynamics we have temperature and unit of that is Kelvin, and for current electricity we have ampere. So only these three fields we are taking because in class 11 you are having only thermodynamics and mechanics. And And whatever other quantities are there whose formula we can apply and calculate the unit, they are called your derived units. So first category of questions will be where we have to calculate the dimensional formula or unit of a particular quantity. Now say for example, we are knowing that for example we have to calculate the dimensional formula of acceleration. So we can say acceleration, keep on splitting it into smaller terms. That means in this case acceleration is your delta v upon delta t. It means delta v is L upon t, L upon t square. So we can say unit of length into unit of time power minus 2. So in mechanics we are writing like in terms of unit of length, unit of mass, unit of time, and we are expressing them with the different values of power according to a given quantity. So these powers are called the dimensions of that particular quantity. So if we are writing for example acceleration, so we will write it in the form m power 0, m is for mass, L power 1 means L is for length, and T is for time, T power minus 2 within a square bracket. So that is called the dimensional formula of acceleration. Or we can write, because anything to the power 0 is 1, so we can say within a square bracket L T power minus 2. Sequence is important, so we write M, L and T and their powers. M is for mass, length is for, L is for length and T is for time. Similarly, the first category of questions will be where you have to calculate the value of dimensional formula of any given quantity. Now in the beginning you will have only those quantities which you have done till class 10. And the quantities which you have not done and you will do in class 11, so those questions will not come till half yearly. So like for example, we have to calculate the dimensional formula of pressure. So you know formula of pressure is given by force upon area. Force we can split into mass into acceleration. Area, because again we are talking about units. So in this case you can take formula of area of any two-dimensional figure. Like for example, you can take area of rectangle like length into breadth, so it is again meter square. Area of triangle half base into height, so again meter square. Square, side square, then also the any value or any formula of area which you know you can apply here. So that way we get, now again if we put the value, the mass, the m, we are putting acceleration Lt power minus 2 upon L square. Now solve the indices. So after solving we get m L minus 1 T minus 2. So the dimensional formula of pressure is m L minus 1 T minus 2 within a square bracket. Similarly, you can calculate for different quantities like universal gravitational constant. So again you can apply the formula in which the capital G is coming. Like in class 9th you have done, acceleration due to gravity is given by G into me upon re square near the surface of earth, where me is mass of earth, re is radius of earth. Or you can apply Newton's law of gravitation, F is G m1 m2 upon r square. But just keep in mind we are talking about units only in this case. So if we are adding length to length, the unit will remain meter only. Similarly, if we subtract like 30 meter minus 20 meter, the answer will be 10. That means only the magnitude will change, but the unit will remain the same. So now we are having the principle of homogeneity, which says we can add or subtract those quantities which are having the same dimensional formula. Second, if you are having any equation, then the dimensional formula of left hand side and the right hand side has to be equal. So we will solve the remaining questions in the next lecture. Now revise it, and in case of any query or any problem, you can discuss it in the WhatsApp group. Thanks. It's all for the day.